started with a whisper in the dark, rumors growing teeth and leaving marks. A knock on the door, a paper in my hand, said I'm guilty of a crime I can't understand. I'm pacing these floors, mind running cold. Stories they spin, the lies they sold. Now my freedom's hanging by a thread. One slip of the tongue and I'm better off dead. Looking at 14 years, causing serious alarm, distress and fear. They paint me like a monster in their mirror, but the truth is crystal clear. I'm just looking at 14 years. They twist every word I ever spoke, turn my laughter into a cruel joke. They point their fingers with a righteous grin, while I stand alone wearing this skin. No one sees the panic in my eyes, no one hears my midnight cries. They build their case on shadows and smoke, and I'm chained to the words I never spoke. Looking at 14 years, causing serious alarm, distress and fear. They paint me like a monster in their mirror, but the truth is crystal clear. I'm just looking at 14 years. What happened to innocent until proven wrong? What happened to justice, to where I belong? The gavel's heavy, the jury's blind, and I'm running out of borrowed time. Looking at 14 years, causing serious alarm, distress and fear. They paint me like a monster in their mirror, but the truth is crystal clear. I'm just looking at 14 years. So I'll scream my truth into the void. My name, my hope, they can't destroy. I'm just a ghost they want to disappear, but I'm still here. Looking at 14 years. You say you've got a case, you say I wore the badge, but all I did was call you out and scribble lines you can't catch. No uniform, no sirens, no flashing blue light show, just a keyboard and a comeback to your trolling status quo. You think you found your weapon in your twisted web of lies, but the law's a little clearer than your bitter, jealous eyes. I'm not your officer, I never wore that crown. No blue and white to fool you, no copper in this town. It was just a piece of fiction, your truth is running scared. I'm not your officer, can't arrest me with your stares. You drop your emoji laughter, your insults spray like rain, but when your words get twisted back, you squeal and cry in vain. You confess to all your trolling, I just held it to the light. And now you shout impersonator while you stumble from the fight. Intent is what they're looking for, but mine was clear and free. Just a mirror for your madness, no fake authority. I'm not your officer, I never wore that crown. No blue and white to fool you, no copper in this town. It was just a piece of fiction, your truth is running scared. I'm not your officer, can't arrest me with your stares. No warrant in my pocket, no handcuffs at my side, just words to call you out, no place for you to hide. So dial up your complaint line, see how far it goes. The truth won't wear your costume, everybody knows. I'm not your officer, I never wore that crown. No uniform to frighten you, no blue lights spinning around. It was just a piece of fiction, your truth is running scared. I'm not your officer, trick.
They tell me truth's a chain link fence with guards and suits and consequence. Speak your mind, they'll call you mad, a conspiracy, a passing fad. But I remember when doubt was wise, when questions opened up our eyes. Now you're labeled, mocked and shamed if you see the world another way. I've got the right to believe, even when they say I'm wrong. I've got the right to breathe when their version feels so strong. You can silence every question, lock my voice behind your walls. The right to believe lives in me when empires fall. From towers down in New York skies to hidden truths behind their lies. A virus comes, they say obey, or get cast out, pushed away. Where's the freedom to disagree? When did doubt become a plea? What's a mind if it can't roll? What's a soul if it's not our own? I've got the right to believe, even when they say I'm wrong. I've got the right to breathe when their version feels so strong. You can silence every question, lock my voice behind your walls. The right to believe lives in me when empires fall. So let them laugh and point their guns. Truth will out when time has run. Freedom's seed they can't uproot. 1,000 voices bear the fruit. I've got the right to believe, even when they say I'm wrong. I've got the right to breathe when their version feels so strong. You can silence every question, lock my voice behind your walls. The right to believe lives in me when empires fall. It's me when empires fall. So let them laugh and point their guns. Truth will out when time has run. Freedom's seed they can't uproot. 1,000 voices bear the fruit. I've got the right to believe, even when they say I'm wrong. I've got the right to breathe when their version feels so strong. You can silence every question, lock my voice behind your walls. But the right to believe lives in me when empires fall. Ask, I believe, your mind is yours to keep. No permission slip for freedom, no price too high to see. I've got the right to believe. Yeah, I've got the right to believe.
They whisper in the shadows, they bark behind a screen, typing out their poison, they keep their conscience clean. They say they want me caged up, see me in a cell, but I'm still standing free, and I'm doing well. They don't know my story, they twist what I've done. They pray for my downfall, but I'm not the one. I'm living by the letter, not breaking any code, while they're stuck repeating their tired old ode. Tick-tock, Matt-Taylor, tick-tock. They chant it like a curse, but my door's still locked. Tick-tock, Matt-Taylor, tick-tock. Keep watching your clock while I walk my walk. Tick-tock, Matt-Taylor, tick-tock. Your words mean nothing, just empty talk. Tick-tock, Matt-Taylor, tick-tock. I'm still here, and I won't be stopped. Mouth for road and squeaks loud. Maybe he's got Tourette's. little chip won't bring me shame. I've got truth on my side, I've got nothing to hide. Your lies bounce off me, my spirit's alive. While you're wasting your breath, wishing for my fall, I'll keep building my kingdom, I'll stand tall. Tick-tock, Matt Taylor, tick-tock. They chanted like a curse, but my door's still locked. Tick-tock, Matt Taylor, tick-tock. Keep watching your clock while I walk my walk. Tick-tock, Matt Taylor, tick-tock. Your words mean nothing, just empty talk. Tick-tock, Matt Taylor, tick-tock. I'm still here, and I won't be stopped. Time's ticking for you, not for me, my friend. Your envy and hate won't change my end. I'm a law-abiding man, I'm not your crime. Your tick-tock chant is just wasting time. Tick-tock, Matt Taylor, tick-tock. Say it all night, say it around the clock. Tick-tock, Matt Taylor, tick-tock. Your prison dreams just hit a roadblock. Tick-tock, Matt Taylor, tick-tock. Still walking free and I love the shock. Tick-tock, Matt Taylor, tick-tock. I'm still here and you're all talk.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's all confusing, isn't it? I mean, there are some individuals out there who get off, and I mean get an erection. There's some sexual gratification going on around here. There's people out there who get an erection by you know, causing havoc. And if that's how you get your kicks, who am I to criticize you? But such a shame. I mean, who is it? Who's doing it? Yeah, well, I think yeah. More questions than answers. But it was good though. I mean, and I was in a good mood. And I generally thought it was her. I really did. I thought, yeah, she may have like deleted her old account and she's come back on with a new one. I generally thought it was her. I wouldn't have invested so much if I didn't think it was her. Yeah, interesting one. But it reminded me of the old days. Going back 10 years. When the conversation was alive, and I loved that. I loved the burning conversation. It was brilliant, it was. I expect those hiddy heights of popularity. I don't think MattTaylorTV will ever get there anymore. I don't think we'll ever get there. Anyway, I'm just going to make myself a coffee. Be back in a mojo. Maybe not a coffee, a herbal tea.
Silent watchers on the frozen throne. A city sits beneath the glacial stone. 10,000 hearts in crystal spires. Solar veins and liquid wires. Waiting for the dawn to rise. We are the ghosts beneath the ice. Whisper to the child who dreams of flight. Sing him a promise in the endless night. We hold the future in our trembling hands. Will they break it? Will they understand? We stand unseen beneath the frozen sky. Ghosts beneath the ice too proud to die. A ship crawls like an insect through the storm and snow. Ask what they seek, they don't know. A city like a heartbeat trapped in ice and steel. A man in the sky makes the nightmare real.
Yeah, so I just watched Tommy. Tommy is gonna, you know, a lot of people have got a lot of hope hanging on Tommy. Surely the finger points at the creature that boasts about having over 200 sock accounts. Yeah, it's funny you should say that, because the only person who would disagree with that is the creature's sock puppet accounts. And now look at us now, you know, we're even too scared to say the name. But it's an interesting time and space on YouTube, because I think YouTube is dictated by a very select few of agitators who can like control the whole narrative. And it's such a shame, because there isn't any free speech anymore. Because if someone says something the creature doesn't like, the creature will attack that with various sock puppet accounts, giving the person who said it the illusion, oh my God, I've got a whole group of people telling me I'm bad for thinking a certain thing, when actually it's just the creature himself using 6 accounts to, like, you know, lambast you. Be back in a mo.
Night, we hold the future in our trembling hands. Will they break it? Will they understand? When we step out from this frozen sky, ghosts beneath the ice, we choose to rise. Soon, Kal-El, soon. Soon, Kal-El, soon. We are the ghosts beneath the ice. The silent city awaits to rise.
Breaking news from the windswept shores of the Sussex coast. Matt Taylor, maverick, local legend and aspiring monarch, has just crowned himself King Matthew I, self-appointed sovereign of the breakaway Principality of Brighton and Hove. Yes, I know. Finally, someone's willing to do what the Brighton Council never dared. Declare independence, abolish parking wardens and presumably knight every pub landlord east of Worthing. Now, Taylor's royal ambitions don't stop at sticky carpets and seafront chip shops. He's drawn up borders running from Worthing to Eastbourne, stretching inland to Lewes. Forget Liechtenstein, Monaco or Andorra. Sussex is about to join the club, and all you'll need to visit is a decent pair of wellies and a taste for the absurd. But here's where it gets deliciously sci-fi. Matt's not just relying on loyal locals and the odd seagull. No, he's planning to enlist an entire army of robots, all sourced from Elon Musk's Tesla range. Imagine, instead of HM forces, it's HM Roombas marching down the pier, all to the beat of a digital drum. As Taylor himself declared, while live streaming from his YouTube throne room, HM forces won't know what hit them. True enough, though I suspect King Charles might have a thing or two to say about losing the royal pavilion to a bunch of robot butlers. And because every king needs a proper origin story, Taylor's got his, and it's as wild as you'd expect. His claim to the throne is apparently rooted in the research of Alan Wilson, Baron Blackett, and Ross Broadstock, the trio who argue that King Arthur II sailed up the Mississippi, camped out in Kentucky, and died heroically, centuries before Columbus ever thought about packing a bag. Honestly, who needs Game of Thrones when you've got Brighton, Arthurian legends, and a plot twist involving Elon Musk's robotic infantry? Now, what are Taylor's actual chances? Let's just say, constitutional experts are laughing so hard the Magna Carta just rolled over in its grave. Critics dismiss the whole thing as fantasy, though in a world where billionaires buy social media platforms for fun, who am I to judge? Still, Taylor's loyal band of followers, drawn in by tales of folklore, conspiracies, and a dash of irreverent humor, insist the coronation is only a matter of time. Maybe Brighton's next big tourist attraction won't be the seagulls, but the Taylor royal family, robot army in tow, waving regally from the palace pier. So, watch this space, or as King Matthew I might soon decree, hail the Principality of Brighton and Hove.
Hey, for entertainment purposes only. Come on. Well, anyway, so, it's not the 8 o'clock show. It's crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's either one or a group of people who are just, you know, having a lot of fun and pretending to be other people and deceiving other people. I wouldn't do it myself. You know, it doesn't give me an erection doing that kind of stuff. But if it turns someone on, you know, crack on. They're going to crack on and do it anyway. I expect it, you know, it's like the name of the game, isn't it, on YouTube now? So Discord. Hello, Brian. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Brian. Been a while. Oh, yeah, and thanks, actually, Brian. I'm sorry, I've been so busy today coming back from undisclosed location, and I had to go and see my son, so I was particularly busy. But yes, no more said, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Here we go. Over to Justin. While we were busy chatting, here our clones are probably creating havoc elsewhere. Yes, good job. It's only YouTube, isn't it? Like you said, you know, things are happening. I mean, that was said on the on Saturday night. Things are happening behind the scenes, and I think that's true. I think that's true. There's a lot going on that none of us know, quite frankly. Yes, it's what they do as they say. Yes, I did. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, but sorry I couldn't reply to it. Like I said, I was out and about today, but I did read it. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I mean, again, this goes right back to there's a lot that can be said, a lot that isn't. Oh, right, okay. Well, we'll do it. We'll have a chat. I've got a big day tomorrow. I'm seeing someone very important. I shan't say anything else because, you know, ears are everywhere. Big ears, you know what I mean? Big ears, twitch. But yeah, I'm busy until mid-afternoon tomorrow. But then, yeah, I'll give you a call, Brian. We'll have a catch-up. Yeah, it was interesting watching Tommy Robinson. Like I said, a lot of people are, you know, hanging a lot on his shoulders, and he's willing to carry that as well. Yes, just a chin wag, and yeah, thanks, Brian. And you know, I get the impression Tommy is more than happy to carry the weight of a nation on his shoulders, and it's good that we got individuals like that willing to take on the mantle. I mean, you know, I'm not being satirical. I'm being genuine. At least we know there's no one pulling Tommy's strings. Let's put it that way. If anyone feels differently, you know, come on and have a chat. I mean, do you feel as if people are pulling Tommy's strings? Who out there believes Tommy's a puppet? I don't particularly know. I get the impression he's his own man and he's the leader of his movement. And I'm certainly not going to criticize anyone because I've realized that gets you nowhere in life. Criticizing people just makes more enemies for yourself. And from what I've come to experience on YouTube is that when you do criticize people, those people become awfully upset, and then they go crying to the headmaster. Over to Brian, who says, I've seen a few of his short videos. He loves his country, as do I. Yes. I mean, it's an interesting one. What do we love? Do we love our country? Do we love our people? Do we love our family? because and what is our country? What is it about our country we love? Is it the actual geographical beauty of our nation, or is it the people on the land, or is it the values of the people, or is it the history? I mean, ultimately, it may well come down to the people closest to us, to the family and our heritage. I mean, I certainly love the heritage of our United Kingdom. I love what got us here, this tapestry of history. The fact that our ancestors sacrificed themselves to secure our country as a free and democratic society. But then again, it can be argued it's all gone to shit, because I mean, I got very upset recently watching protests at Epping, and how the police are steamrolling in, arresting fathers in front of their children, arresting mothers in front of their kids. Who, Tommy? No, Matt, nobody is pulling the strings. He's a little bit way and a little bit, a little bit what, a little bit woo. Absolutely, as I am, yeah. No, I mean, I'm aware that people would counteract and say, Israel are pulling the strings. I don't particularly think so. I think he's doing it for himself and his country, and by his country, I mean the people he loves and the people who support him, his family as such. I like the first show with Paul Whitehouse. Not really doing too well speaking tonight. Well, people are looking for leaders to lead, and the leaders are not leading well enough. Absolutely, and it's good to see individuals like Tommy Robinson stepping forward and saying, "Yeah, I'll take the mantle. I'll pick up the baton and run with it." And of course, he sacrificed more than anyone because he's actually been locked up for his ideals. Me, I'm a bit of a coward myself, threatened with the slammer. I'll keep my mouth shut. Unlike Tommy Robinson, threatened with the slammer, he still says what needs to be said. Whereas I'm shutting the fuck up. And I don't say what needs to be said, because I'm caving in to the bully boys in black. So it's bound to cause frustrations with the press, causing all sorts of issues in the media, lull of nothing happening in their narrative. But what I have noticed is that the media are addressing and are acknowledging this swell of concern in our country that the migrants pose a clear and present danger to the backbone of British society. And what I mean by the backbone of British society is our children and our elderly and our families. Well, we're all the backbone of Britain, isn't it? But ultimately, the backbone of Britain defends the most vulnerable. And the most vulnerable in any society are the young, the old, and the old, isn't it? That's the vulnerable in any society. And I can see why, and I can see how this influx of migrants can be perceived as a threat to our country's most vulnerable. Well, people are waking up regardless of the mainstream cowardice, which has permeated, you know what I'm trying to say, the nation to tackle bad behaviour. Justin said, well, you know, YouTube. Because apparently Alex Belfield is in trouble with probation for his YouTube channel. I know, and he's had his tour cancelled. And quite frankly, the fact that people have been carted away for fucking holding flags up is absolutely disgraceful. I heard today that Khan, the mayor of London, banned flags being flown during a football tournament. Surely that wasn't right. Surely that's misinformation. While punishing the police for action and inaction, I can see why the police have a hard time with it. I mean, that's ultimately when real change is going to, when you know something is happening, is when the police are going to go, fuck this for a game of cricket. You know, we're going to join the protesters, and we've seen that around the world. And that's when the real uprisings begin. It's when those people who are told to arrest that person because they're flying a flag go, fuck off. If you want to do it, you go ahead and do it. I like the old school police attitude in some respects, going hard, root it out. Old school policing is catching the hard criminals, the people who burgle, the people who grape, the people who thieve, the people, you know, who cause real harm. But how can they say it's good old policing when they're going in, nicking people for tweets and for flying flags? It's just not on. But then again, I don't like to think I'm as hardcore as many people out there. I think the fact that we bomb other countries, we should expect a level of like refugees coming from that country. It just so happens that the UK is up there with in the top 4 defence supplies in the world. Lenny is loving it. Oh, hang on a sec. I'm just getting a message. I think that may be Vicky. Sleep well with sweet dreams, my darling. Good luck with seeing. Oh, yes. I won't say the man. Let's put it that way. Good luck with seeing the man tomorrow. Love you forever. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams, my love. Missing you. Good. Okay. Yes, Lenny's loving it. Where is Lenny, by the way? Hey, no Lenny. Oh, and talk about 300.
Controversy is the law. Who will be number 300? Ha, be you, yeah, you, oh, what a rush. Hurry up, don't miss the show. Hit subscribe, let's watch it grow. It's only a matter of time. The next step could be you, where you stand and watch her break right through. MattTaylorTV, love it or hate it, but miss the chance, you'll never make it. Who will be number 300? Ha, be you, yeah, you, oh, what a rush. Smash that sub, don't sit and stew. MattTaylorTV, it's made for you. Yeah, who's gonna wear the crown? 12 to go, let's break it down. Who will be MattTaylorTV's 300th friend? Click subscribe, let's transcend. Don't just watch, be part of the madness. Maybe you'll be the magic 300.
Yes, I think I'm only a few away. Well, not a few. It fluctuates. I'm 6 away. 6 away from the 300. So if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. I like Peter Plexley's attitude as well, to root them out and put good police in. Well, listen, I was thinking about this today with Sussex Police. Obviously, there's been a failure of recruiting good police because it's week after week we're getting scandal after scandal of Sussex police officers being sacked for misconduct. And, you know, I've done it before. I've done a whole hall of shame and it was double figures of police officers who have been exposed as paedophiles, rapists, thieves, and that was a few years ago. And now we're in that situation where it happened again. So I'm going to sit down in a couple of days and I'm going to go through, make a new list of the latest Sussex police officers who have been exposed as criminals. So someone is failing at their job of recruiting good men and women to police Sussex. Mind you, they are still catching up on adequate police personnel numbers. Yeah, there you go. And I think what we're seeing is a decline of society. And so listen, while I won't be there on the 13th, I urge everyone to go. All I stress is, for goodness sake, keep Taffy away from Easy down the back alleyways. Because if they get together, anything can happen, and it could be the spark that they don't want. But I personally think it's going to be a fantastic day. Let's hope the weather is good. Oh yeah, the one in the IPCC a while back as well. I know. I think, you know, I'm going to spend a couple of hours of going through the news, and I'll be able to get 10 names, 10 cases of perversion within Sussex police ranks. There was one recently, I think a police officer, a female police officer, was in a relationship with a criminal from the organised crime. And then we had another police officer who told a vulnerable woman that if you give me sexual favours, I'll make sure your kids get returned to you. It's absolutely ridiculous. Remarkable how they got it sorted out. Right, okay. And over to Justin, and people still are shocked that Matt got stitched up repeatedly by Sussex police. Yeah, don't be silly. Sussex police are wonderful. It's a wonderful police force. No, that's why I'm in this position, because I was calling out police corruption. And what do you do when you call out corrupt police? I'll leave that to yourself. Oh, no doubt. We got Lenny in the house. Hello, Lenny. Really amazing job. Yeah. Hello, Lenny. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a good weekend. Good to see you. We did have Harry come on earlier on. Wonderful. Wonderful to hear Harry. Is that really you? Because we don't know. I mean, it could be it's the season of clones at the moment. It's the season where none of us really know who any of us really is. You know? It's a shame, but that's the way it is. Matt, when did you join EDL and Stephen Yexley's firm? Well, obviously I'm not, but you got to acknowledge that there's every possibility that 1 million people may well turn out on the 13th of September, Lenny. And so what is that telling you? It's a grave concern of society that what Tommy Robinson preaches from his soapbox resonates with 1 million people, if not more. Lots of clones about. It's the season, son. Let me check if it's me. Did you look down your pants? Let me check if it's me. I've got clones. Yeah, we've all got clones. There's some clones of Justin and myself in Kaylee's last night. And I'm sure Brian's been cloned a few times as well. So, yeah, you have to acknowledge there's a groundswell of public opinion which resonates with Tommy Robinson's message. I mean, I was telling someone the other day, a couple of years ago, not a couple, 10 years ago, they'd done this political show, much like Britain's Got Talent, where they had a whole bunch of wannabe politicians come on, and whoever gave the best speech on the soapbox was voted by the public, and the person who won it was the person who was anti, immigration. Hug a cop, bad boys, bad boys. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What are you going to do? I love that track, Cops. It's awesome, that US TV show. Oh, do you know, I watched the first 2 episodes of Tulsa King. Who's watched the Tulsa King out there? And I was saying to my friend, damn, I want to be a gangster. I want to go around hitting people. I want to go into an establishment and punch someone in the face. For entertainment purposes only. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I've always harbored a fancy to be a gangster. Gangster. I've loved it. I'd love to be a gangster. But yeah, so, and I think it's based on genuine concerns. Tulsa King. Yeah, you haven't seen it? You're not familiar with the Tulsa King. It's starring none other than the legendary Sylvester Stallone. 75. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant one. And it's in series 2. They've done series 2 now. Lenny says there's plenty of people who legitimately dislike Starmer, Rayner, and the Gary Lineker Brigade. And they get lumped into the Tommy Robinson mob. Yeah, we've got Scottish News TV. Oh, but before that, violence begets violence. That's true. And let's hope there's no violence on the 13th. Okay, so, that's coming straight from Tommy. And of course, I don't want to come across as Tommy's spokesman, because he's got plenty of his own to do that. Brian Peace, how's the fishing going, pal? Oh, good. Divulging personal information about people's family isn't particularly nice. Punching people isn't glamorous, depressing, I know, but when that person is racist, would you condone being punched? If that person was a nasty person and he wanted to teach them a lesson, sometimes punching them is the way ahead, especially if you live in America, in Tulsa. Yes, I know. Crazy. Steroid head. Oh, I don't think he's sad. I mean, he's had a good life. Glorifying the Italian mob. I recently watched the Godfather movies. And yeah, that's exactly what it is. There you go. False information. Do you know, it was reminded by us from Katie that spreading misinformation is against the law. So here we have a terrible little thing going on between Scottish News TV, where he obviously thinks he knows more than Brian. It's absolutely ridiculous, and that's what makes YouTube such a nasty place, because you've got people like this coming on. I would like to make you aware that it's a criminal offence to spread false information intended to cause non-trivial harm. And that's exactly what you're doing, Scottish News. You are committing a crime against the you are committing a crime against the Online Safety Act of spreading false information intended to cause non-trivial harm. So I suggest you stop it. Okay, I suggest you stop it. Silly Billy. Honestly. Here we are, expecting to have some, you know, mature adult chat, a bit of banter. We all love that. We all love a bit of that, you know. Lenny's a big fan. Lenny's a big fan of banter, and so am I. But come on, you know, there's a limit. Last thing we want is infantile bullshit. What's that Lenny saying? Most American TV shows are propaganda nonsense. And can the same not be said about British programs? In fact, everything on TV is a program and may well be, you know, used as propaganda to brainwash us. Oh yeah, I was just going to check out Scottish TV, see what his channel looks like. Shall we have a look at his channel? 1 subscriber. Oh, 5 years old. How interesting. He's 5 years old. Goodness gracious me, that's old. So here we have got his Scottish News TV. 1 subscriber. Joined 4th of April 2021. There we go. I don't know what you can make of that, really. Is Scottish News TV Sparkle messaging from Broadmoor? Smuggled a smartphone up a Jackson. Very funny. Very funny indeed. Good one. Having a laugh, are you? Having a laugh? Having a laugh, are you? Having a laugh? Who's the mouse, Brian? Oh, here we go. And that's, yeah, why don't you just come in with your name, man? So we know who we're talking to. Because ultimately, we are put in a disadvantage. So we don't know who the fuck we're talking to. I mean, you know who you know who, anyway. Oh. Are we at crisis point? A lot of people will say we are. And the last thing we really want is, you know, forgive me for saying it, the Tommy mob being proved right. The last thing we want is but mind you, having said that, we've had terrorist attacks. The last thing we need is like the equivalent of October the 7th, Israelis October the 7th happening in the UK. And then if there's a sure way to make Tommy Prime Minister, it would be to have a terrorist attack in the same scale as Israel's October the 7th happen in the UK. And that will just prove Tommy's concerns as valid, and he would be Prime Minister within months. I'm open for it. You know, although, so you'll that want ya. Hey, listen, yeah, we can always talk about it. We can always talk about it. But there is a limit. Oh, Lenny is the wit. Oh, that's a bit hard. I don't think Lenny's ever been called a weirdo. Eh? Matt, I'm fed up with American politics. They're self-absorbed. But they vote in Biden and Trump. Shocking. In fact, you know, funny enough, Lenny, over the last couple of days, or today at least, mind you, I have been busy. Yeah, I didn't bother listening to Brian Craig anymore. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit the same way. I'm feeling the same way. Matt, I like the way Tommy just shat on Starmer's narrative. BS and Piers Morgan's grifting BS. Yeah, I mean, I like people who are real, you know, who are genuine. And yeah, I can see him as a genuine guy. And he's representing the disadvantage. Not a disadvantage. The disfranchised voter. He's representing those voters who don't feel as if they have a voice. Oh, come on. That's an accusation against you, Brian, isn't it? That's an accusation against you. Use Brian protecting the mouse. And, you know, as Brian says, nobody cares. I've got a nice chai tea. I have. Lovely it is. I like how he just said it like it is. Best way to say things. No BS. Has Gary Lineker opened his huge house to the immigrants yet? Or is he still calling people Nazis on shitter? Shitter as in Twitter. Hey, TV, nobody cares. And it's funny that, you know, when he bringing the mouse into the equation, it's usually the mouse who brings the mouse into the equation. I think we should all try it. And of course, this is for comedy purposes only. I don't actually mean this. But we should all try adopting their tactics. We should all try, you know, and I'm only joking, of course. This is for comedic purposes only. We should adopt all their tactics and clone the fuck out of them. It'll be so funny. Oh, let's have a little song. Let's have a little song.
Mousy's in the woods with a sock puppet feet, and Harry's ironing pants while Megan's elite. It's only YouTube, what do you expect? Rimming jokes fly and the chat's unchecked. From lady boy takes to spastics regrets. Matt's just hosting, don't blame him yet. Bex fart works with a dodgy vibe. Adam stalking Kaylee, run girl hide. Pip smokers flirting in gay bars at night while chums for troll scream fight, fight, fight. Lenny's at Ascot losing his bets. Mandy's packing bags full of regrets. Convents a clone, no one forgets. And Sabina's a ghost in the comment threads. It's only YouTube, what do you expect? Rimming jokes fly and the chat's unchecked. From lady boy takes to spastics regrets. Matt's just hosting, don't blame him yet. Is that Harry Mucker on your t-shirt, Matt? Dirty Harris, no, take it back. Paddy McCarthy's drunk on free speech. Liam Payne's dead.
No, I'm none the wiser, Lenny. I don't know. But I've seen her daughter, Princess. She's got her own show on ITVX. But I am not interested in anything from that kind of genre. No, I see her picture every now and then when I scroll through. But has she really got a #1 on iTunes? Funny. Bloody hell. It's a crazy world we live in. Lenny, raw talent, she is 90% plastic, isn't she? Damn right she is. God. Oh, no thanks. She had one of those sex tapes, didn't she? One of her Ridiculous. Ridiculous, I tell you. Ridiculous.
You are sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube but don't come back. Get off YouTube but don't come back. Hey, people are lying about you. You are sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube but don't come back. Get off YouTube but don't come back. Straight in the night with the cam in your hand. Live stream shame across the land. Comments fly, the mods attack. Still you gangsters, no turning back. Insult raps, Isley mood. Saying she's dead, you sang that too. No regrets, you double down. Let the disco double up.
Yeah, so over to Lenny. Matt, is Katie Price the childish part of your brain that wants things without actually thinking it through? All this plastic surgery to make her look like a horse. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It's a weird one. And she's lost a fortune as well, isn't she? She was multi-millionaire at some point in her life, and now, I mean, how do you burn through that much money? It's crazy shit. Crazy shit. Scottish TV news prefers Liam Gallagher. But I tell you, back in the day, I mean, I thought she was a pretty woman before. I mean, I'm a boobs man. I love great boobs. I thought she was a pretty woman before she had plastic surgery, and I think that's across the board. You know, for goodness sake, don't have plastic surgery. You end up looking 100 times worse. I don't think there's anyone out there who looks good having had plastic surgery. She is from your yard, son. Yeah, Brighton. Put some respect on her name. Quite right. Quite right, Lenny. It's good to see you sticking up for Price. Good to see you sticking up for Price. Yeah. She's a horror, though, isn't she? Let's be fair, and hopefully she's not listening in. But God, she's a horror, and in a good way, you know, in a good way. And I wish her luck. I don't think she's got. I don't think she's a bad person. You know. Yeah. She practically launched Peter Andre. Ooh. Who was more famous? I suppose she was, wasn't she? Mysterious Girl. We all remember Mysterious Girl, don't we? And his six-pack. Oh, I'm getting a bit red thinking about Peter Andre's six-pack. And then their kids have been brought up in the public eye, and I don't know, how is it all end? It's just the cycle continues, the merry-go-round continues. I'm here to see Matt. Oh, that's very nice of you. I'm here to see Matt. I've missed the show a few times. I don't know what's going on. I think basically for me, I'm just demonstrating that I'm still here. There's a lot of people out to destroy me. And I totally get it. Obviously, I'm worth destroying, which is cool. Jordan has entertained millions of fans, wrote 8 autobiographies. Come on, Matt, you must appreciate it. Yes, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I think she's lovely. Lenny's son, Brian Harvey, claims he got Andre his first proper gig as a E17 warm-up act on tour. Well remembered. And thanks ever so much, Brian. That's very kind of you. You've been busy. Brian's been busy. And he hasn't had time for YouTube. And had time for YouTube rubbish. And of course, I think a whole week and a half or 2 weeks was taken up with the Taffy Easy drama, wasn't it? And the Taffy Easy drama brought in Jupiter. Even Dan Sullivan got brought in a bit. Crazy. You know, there'll be another drama. There'll be another drama coming along the way. You're a busy man, Brian, and very talented. Yes, yes, indeed. So, listen, coming up to 12 o'clock. I've had a long day. And I've got a busy day tomorrow. No, Matt, I love the show when it goes well. Yes. Yeah. No, we had a good show a couple of nights ago, or last week. Lenny was in the house and we were having a right old chat about nostalgia and the old times. And yeah, I mean, it can go well, actually. It's very enjoyable. But listen, the hour of music has gone. So I think we'll wrap it up. Scottish TV News ran off, licking his wounds. I know, like it. And I think the more times we can batter off these trolls coming in, I think the better the conversation will be. Because it was funny, we had Stu Infinity come on and he done a test comment. He was like, test comment, am I still blocked? Can you see my comment? And when he realised his comments are coming through, the next thing he jumped on was King Arthur's load of bullshit. I loved it. Brian Harvey claims lots of things. Liam Payne was murdered, he says. I know. But remember, Harvey wasn't the only one. Nobody cares. And I think you're hitting the nail on the head there. You know, we're all so wrapped up in our own lives, you know. We don't care what's happening to other people, even if ex-pop stars get thrown off from their balconies. Big up Brian Harvey and Nikki Lee. Coming from Brian PC. I didn't know you were a fan. I didn't know you were a fan. At least they stand for something worthwhile. Quite right. Quite right. Quite right. Well, listen, everyone. Thanks ever so much for your company. We've done an hour. I'm just going to play out with a promotional video. And I'll catch you all again another time. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow. Okay. Remember, oh yeah, so I'll try and catch you for 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh my, entertain and educate, he's got the knack for making you laugh, and that's a fact. From wacky stunts to crazy tales on MattTaylorTV, the fun never fails. Take a pinch of salt and a sniff of paprika, get ready for a wild ride, it's a new kind of media. Don't be shy, jump in and say hi with the host with the most, Matt Taylor, oh my. Join the family. Take a pinch of salt and a sniff of paprika. Get ready for a wild ride. It's a new kind of media. Don't be shy, jump in and say hi with the host with the most, Matt Taylor. Oh my. MattTaylorTV is the place to be for wacky, zany, and crazy glee. So don't be late. Subscribe today. MattTaylorTV is here to stay.
Yeah, thanks ever so much, everyone. So, time for Betty Buys. And I'll catch you all again soon. And look, thanks ever so much for joining me. And great to see you, Brian. I'll call you tomorrow. Until the next time. It's good to catch up and talk. Okay, Bye, everyone. God bless. Good night. And sleep tight.